Ever since we first saw the Indian Pursuit, we were intrigued. We suspected that Indian have finally plucked up the courage to do their own thing, rather than follow in the footsteps of their Milwaukee cousins. While the fit and finish of the modern Indians is not as good as it should be, especially for bikes that are premium priced, we rather like what Indian are up to. We particularly like the FTR flat tracker styled retro, which is a world-class bike. When we first clapped eyes on the Indian Pursuit, we did a double take. The spec sheet certainly looked impressive, far more in line with a high-end European or Japanese touring bike. With our curiosity well and truly aroused, we decided to take a closer look at this big American tourer. The Pursuit sits at the top end of Indian's model range. The first thing that strikes you about this bike is its looks. It's massive, of course, but the design language works very well with its imposing and purposeful stance. The familiar looks are derived from the Challenger, the bike upon which the Pursuit is based. However, with all the extra bodywork and the touring bias, the Pursuit is more visually appealing. The Pursuit uses the same engine as the Challenger, although Indian says its calibration has been tweaked to improve low-speed smoothness. The 1768cc liquid-cooled Power Plus V-twin engine pumps out 122 bhp and an impressive 128 foot-pounds of peak torque. This Power Plus engine is a far more modern affair than Indian's air-cooled Thunderstroke engine. In fact, the Thunderstroke engine seems positively agricultural compared with the Power Plus. And the tech doesn't just stop at the engine. There's a lightweight cast aluminium frame that utilizes the engine as a stress member and a cast aluminium swing arm. However, this is still a very heavy bike with a wet weight of 413 kilograms. The rigid chassis setup should provide good handling, albeit for such a heavy bike. Front suspension is provided by the same upside-down forks as the Challenger, while the rear is a fully adjustable Fox monoshock. Adjustment is made via the infotainment system, but at this sort of price, we expected active automatic suspension adjustment. The brakes wouldn't look out of place on a performance sports bike. Indian has equipped the Pursuit with some very tasty twin BREMBO calipers, biting onto two 320mm discs. At the rear there's a two-pot BREMBO caliper on a 298mm disc. OMG, are we sure this is an American cruiser? The front fairing is the same chassis-mounted job as the Challenger. With all the equipment that's housed inside, that fairing that's a wise choice. It helps to keep the steering light, reduces high-speed wind buffeting, and enhances overall stability. To complement all that weather protection, rider comfort is further enhanced with heated grips and heated seats. There's also an optional climate command seat. Not only can this seat heat your buns, it can also cool them down. A nice luxury feature to stop your undies from melting in hot weather. To protect your legs from the wind and the wet, you get some substantial lower fairings. To complete the fairing, there's an electrically adjustable windscreen and some distinctive LED lighting. There's a full complement of luggage that provides 133 liters of storage, just in case you need to move house. The Pursuit gets Indian's Ride Command infotainment system with a 7-inch color TFT that can be operated with a gloved hand. There's Apple CarPlay, but no Android, and inbuilt navigation, plus phone connectivity. It's a comprehensive system, and it's easy to use. The Pursuit has 3 rider modes. The Bosch IMU monitors lean angle and feeds into both the ABS and the traction control. This should help with the handling and keep you rubber side down. Pricing starts at £27,695 and rapidly works its way up to nearly £30,000. European bikes will be generously equipped, but in North America, Indian offers a more basic spec. Just check your local Indian website for details. To sum up, don't let the Indian Pursuit's authentic all-American look fool you. Hiding in amongst all that vintage styling is a modern long-distance touring bike. The proven engine from the Challenger is powerful and refined, the styling is rather lovely, and there's plenty of standard equipment. The question is whether the Indian Pursuit has managed to find the ideal blend of old and new. For riders looking for the old-school experience, the Indian may be too modern, while riders looking for the modern might find it a little too traditional. Only time will tell whether Indian have crafted the right formula to have that universal appeal. Thanks for watching, and please press that like and subscribe button. To read the full review, you can grab a complimentary subscription to Moto-Kulture Magazine via our website.